Hi there, this is Angela Strank with Conscious Together. I'm so grateful that you can take a few minutes of your very busy day to spend some time with me and also to give back to yourself. I wanted to talk about limiting beliefs today. I truly believe that we are much more than we've ever been conditioned to believe. In fact, even if we had the most amazing upbringing and we had parents that really celebrated us and encouraged us and supported us, even from that place, we can be much more than we've been conditioned to believe. But I know that's not most people's situation. I know that there are areas in our lives that we feel really stuck in, and we feel like we just are a failure and can't make it work. And this video is designed to help you with that experience. You know, our beliefs are conditioning that we receive not only from society and our parents, but also from how we intake life and how we process it. And did you know that most of our beliefs, the ones that we live with and work with throughout our entire life, an adult life, are conditioned into us by the age of 8. So think about that for a moment. When we are young, we often hear the word no. No, don't touch that, don't do this. All good intended. Our parents are very wise, they've seen the world, they know some of the things that we could get into that can cause us pain, and they want to kind of spare us of that. But those no's also create limitations for us. When we grow up, if we've had a lot of no's in our life, then when we go to step into something greater for ourselves, that inner voice will kick in and say, no, don't do that. You might actually become vulnerable and be sensitive and you might get hurt. Or no, don't do that, because that's a little bit of a stretch for what we can deal with at this time. We don't want a no kind of experience for ourselves when we're adults, because we know what's right or wrong. We know, not to touch the stove because we're going to get burned. Those are things that we've learned through our life. But we also want to have yeses. Yes to life, yes to growing, yes to having new experiences, and to really expand our consciousness so that we can be the best version of ourselves and live a magnificent life. For me, I grew up in a household that had, real old school kind of conditioning. My parents were very hard workers. We had a farm, and they had their own conditioning from their childhood. And one of the beliefs that I heard consistently from my father growing up was, you must work hard for everything that you get in life. You have to work really hard. And he was really proud in that statement, and I really honor him in how hard he's worked in this lifetime to get where he's at, and that he is so dedicated and has that ability to put himself into a situation, take everything and all responsibility around it, and work through it until the job is done. And those are great skill sets that I've learned. But I took it so literally that I actually stepped into a job and a role in a career early in my 20s where I had to work hard. And let me tell you, I became a massage therapist. I was one for 19 years, and every day of my work, I was in pain and I had to work really hard for my money. So I don't know if you know anybody who's a massage therapist. It is a very physically demanding job. But one day I woke up. I realized that I didn't have to work so hard to do what I loved. And there's nothing wrong with being a massage therapist. Actually, my best friend is one of the best massage therapists I know, and she's built for it. It comes easily for her. It comes effortlessly for her, and that is exactly what she's supposed to be doing. But for me, right out of the gate, halfway through my massage therapy program, I was injured, and throughout my entire career, I dealt with that injury being reawakened, re-injured consistently. And so I had to work really hard to manage my pain. I had to work really hard to make the money that I wanted to make. And I realized I was burning myself out. I was exhausted. Yes, I know I'm a hard worker, and I know that I can do the job that needs to be done. But I want to elevate above that. I want to actually have a career, a job where it is easy for me. It feels like it's aligned for me. And that's what I'm doing right now. What I do in the world is aligned with my true purpose. And because of that, it feels effortless to me. It feels like exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And when I actually stepped into that role and claimed it, I was able to let go of that limiting belief that I have to work hard for what I wanted to experience in this lifetime. So that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to shift from the no's, the struggle, that things have to come difficult for me, and really start to understand that, you know what, if you line up with what you're meant to be doing, and you line up with what feels good and right and feels like it feeds your soul, then it doesn't have to be difficult. So if this topic resonates with you and you'd like some energy support for that, I would just invite you to close your eyes and take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. All of the energy work that I do is safe, it's gentle, it is bringing you back to your natural state. So that's why it works, because we come in with this natural energy of lining up with what's meant for us and feeling good, feeling aligned. And it's only our conditioning that kind of takes us off course. And although that conditioning is good intended, it still takes us off course. And so now is the time to bring you back on course with what is aligned for you, whatever that may be. And even if you're in a job that feels difficult and challenging, you can line up with your own gifts within that job so that it comes easier for you. It becomes something that you want to wake up every morning and you want to do, or at least until you can transition into something that's better aligned. So this is not to encourage you to leave whatever you're doing. It's actually about not something external to you. It's about what's going on inside of you. And do you feel connected? Do you feel aligned? Do you receive energy from what you're stepping into and what you're manifesting in this lifetime? And if you don't, that's okay. Many of us have been there. I know for myself, 19 years I was there. But this energy wants the best for you and it wants to support you. So all you're going to do with your eyes closed, and you're just going to be focusing on your breath for me. We want to just come back into our bodies because that's where change happens. So I'm going to follow you with the energy, meaning I'm just going to really focus on my breath as well. And then we're going to do some work with just helping to release a little bit of that resistance to really stepping into something and energy of more alignment in what you're offering in the world, in your career, and in the work that you're doing. All right, so just taking a deep breath in. Fantastic. And when you're going to focus on your heart chakra for me, and that's just at the center of the chest, and as you focus there, you're going to say an affirmation for me. Affirmations, when they are combined with high vibrational energy, they help to change limiting beliefs. So it's kind of like a supercharged affirmation. It's not just something that you're consciously saying. The energy takes it deep into the cellular memory, takes it deep into the consciousness, so it becomes more of your truth. And so you're going to say the affirmation, I say yes to the best of my life. I say yes. I say yes, I say yes, I say yes. And by saying yes, it will help to undo all of that conditioning about all those no's. Don't do this, don't go out and do that. You're going to get hurt, you're going to be ridiculed. All those things that we do to keep us contained, keep us in normal conditioning with the rest of, the children that we're growing up with and the teens that we're growing up with. We want to soften that so that you can be free to have your own unique experience in this lifetime. Okay, so focusing on your heart chakra for me, you're going to focus on the affirmation quietly to yourself. You're just going to keep repeating it with meaning, with intention. I say yes, knowing that you're actually saying yes to the best that life has to offer you. Okay, I say yes, and let's begin. last few minutes here, I say yes to the best that life has to offer. And let's continue. Wonderful. Bring your attention back. It's been so wonderful to spend some time with you. If you find that you want some additional support in your life and to help move you into the life that you are meant to live, you can either subscribe to my YouTube channel and receive weekly energy support the way that I'm doing it now, or if you want energy support 24/7 at the tip of your fingers, the moment that you need it, whether that's 3 in the morning or 6 in the morning or at midnight, I have a meditative healings library that is a theme-based library of all of the events that I've done over the last 12 years using energy to help support you in your awakening to your best life. You can find that link for that meditative healings library on my website, angelastrength.com. Go under courses and you'll see meditative healings library. Until next week, I wish you the very best. I celebrate you and all of the amazing changes and transformations you're going through in your life. And I'm so grateful that you're with me on this journey into consciousness, because we can't do it alone. We are conscious together. Until next time, namaste, everyone.